Habibou Mouhamadou Diallo, Sheikh Sabali, Boulaye Dia, Pate Sis, Pape Sarr, the Tottenham player, Ousseynou Niang, Mamadou Lamine Camara, reserve goalie Yevan Diouf, Mori Diaw, and then the players saw action today. Ismail Jacobs, Sherif Ndiaye, Ibrahim Mbaye, Ismail Assar, Abdullah Yesek, and the starting 11 of Edouard Mendy, Antoine Mendy, Mamadou Sarr, Moussa Niakate, Malik Diouf, Lamine Camara, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Pape Wey, Ilman Ndiaye, Nicholas Jackson, and of course, the great Sadio Mane. That is the entire lineup. Led by coach Pape Thiaw, the 44-year-old who took charge of the national team in August 2025, led them to the World Cup, and now leads them to an AFCON win. What a tournament for Senegal. Koulibaly getting his medal, and they just want to get through this. They just want to lift the trophy, as they did in Cameroon in 2021. Cameroon, who made it to the semifinals that time at home, failed, ended up being third by beating Burkina Faso. There's the trophy. Fighting a little over who is going to present the trophy to the champions. The delivery of the trophy. Asking for everyone to be there. Ready to lift it with the flag. They left for this one. It was a difficult tournament. And Senegal is the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. That is the image that we're going to remember from this 30. And I understand everything that happened. The calls, the players trying to leave the pitch. Of course the controversy will live on. But I do hope that when it's all said and done, when we think back at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, that we remember Sadio Mane, who went and got his players, his teammates, and said, go back to the pitch, let's go play this. He knew they could have won it, and they ended up winning it 1-0. Thank you for joining us, not only today, thank you for joining us through the entire tournament. It's been a great effort by the entire staff of beIN Sports in both Spanish, English, in our analysis show. It is an absolute pleasure to bring you tournaments like this, and I hope that every single one of you, in the good times, in the bad times, in the difficult times, got a little bit of piece of hope every time they saw their team on our screen during the tournament. And we remind you that in March we will have the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. On behalf of the entire staff of beIN Sports, my name is Rodrigo del Campo. Thank you for joining us today. Senegal wins their second Africa Cup of Nations.